and welcome to this hair tutorial. I'm going to show you how to get this hairstyle, which is the hairstyle that I wear pretty much every day. Or when I do my hair, this is what I do and how I style it. So whether you have this length hair, a little bit longer, you could still do this look. Let's get started. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so let's get started. I just want to go over some of the products that I'm going to be using. While your hair is wet, you want to put a root lifting volumizing mousse at the roots. And I use Big Sexy Hair Root Pump Spray Mousse. And I just put this in the right here in the middle and on the sides and massage it into your roots. And then you blow dry your hair. You're going to need a good holding hairspray. I use the Rockaholic Fun Times Flexible Hairspray, Iron Guard by Chi, Silk Infusion, Chi. Depending on your hair length, you don't want too much, then it'll feel really, really greasy. I like the Chi Silk Infusion because it doesn't leave my hair greasy. If you do put too much, it can leave a greasy, oily texture to your hair, which is gross. So depending on your length, you would use, and the thickness of your hair, you're gonna use more. For my short, thin hair, I use about a dime size. So I'm just gonna distribute this all throughout my hair, focusing on the ends. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, just take whatever you use as a heat protectant, and just spray it throughout. Okay. Next, you want to brush your hair out, and we are going to lay it how we want to straighten it. So I want this here. I'm going to pull all my side bangs down. Like so. Okay, so now we're going to section our hair off. And I'm going to take the top half of my hair and I'm going to pin it at the top. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I'm going to take your Chi or whatever flat iron you're using. Next, you want to take comb that looks like this. I got this at Sally's for $6.99, I believe. And what it does is it just combs out the hair, and or it spreads your hair out so the heat can reach every strand of hair. And you just want to straighten the bottom parts real quick, just because it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to be adding any volume to this part of the hair. We're just straightening really quickly. Underneath part is straight. We're going to take down another section of our hair. On both sides. Again, pin the middle part, middle section. Okay, now we're going to take this section of hair, and this is going to be the part where we start to tease and add volume. So you're going to take, depending on your hair thickness, my hair is thin, so I'll just have to divide this in two. You may have to do it in 3 sections, so I only have 2 sections. Now you want to take a comb. My comb has seen better days. I think it's time for a new one. You want to take your hairspray, spray it at the roots very lightly. Okay, and we're going to pull this part up. We're going to tease it. Okay, next we're going to put the Chi in at the roots. Get your comb and comb it through. Now we have our little section of hair that has its little lift. We're going to do the same to this section. Okay, next we are going to do the same exact thing. Okay, now our sides have a lot of lift. Now we're going to do the middle part. Brush this out. And take the very back section. I'm sectioning the middle part off in 3s. You might, again, if you have thicker hair, you might have to do it 4 or 5 sections. So, take the back piece and spray. We're going to tease. Now you want to make sure you really get this back piece teased very well, because this is where we want height the most. Right here at our crown. Clamp that down. And straighten it out. Okay, we have our little bump going on. Now we're going to take the middle section and do the same thing, but instead of teasing the front and back, we're only going to tease the back. Because once the hair lays down, you don't want a whole bunch of nappiness showing right there. Okay? Especially if you have thin hair, like myself. Up. Now you want to take this front section. Now I have side bangs, so a lot of this is going to be going to the side. So what I'm going to do is take the longest part of your front section here. We're not going to tease this, we're just going to straighten it out. Now when you straighten this front pieces out, you want to hold it, the flat iron, like this and pull outwards. That will let the hair lay straight out, like so, instead of curving in or doing something funky. You want to take your bangs and you just, I'm not going to clamp down all the way, I just barely lightly going to go over them. When I do that, they get too soft and they won't stay to the side like I want them to. So I just barely go over my bangs. Now what we do is we situate and arrange the hair to how it's going to be, or how you want it styled. Now, what I usually do is I start with the back piece back here, the first piece we did at the top, and just kind of, you don't want to run your fingers through it, you just want to massage it out, I guess, so it kind of spreads. Like so, and then for this part, you just want to go underneath and kind of shake it out. What you want to do now is go underneath with your hand, just like this. Go underneath, grab and spray the top part of your hair. Grab those side bangs and spray. And we are done. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video.